Yo, what's up? So I thought I might as well do another video. So I don't really know what I'm gonna do with these videos. I think like I think successful shows tend to have guests, right? I have not really seen a much distributed show that has a person talking about their interests, their hobbies, what they're interested in. Actually, no, there are a few people like that, but then those people are famous already. But everyone that's famous, but the goal is not to be famous, right? Because you can be famous for different reasons, and I don't really understand it. To be honest, I'm trying to figure it out myself. Like, if I could build Pokemon, I would build it. It's just that I don't think I can build Pokemon by myself. I probably need someone that's far more talented than me in building businesses. Like, I could draw all of the Pokemon. It's just that I don't feel like I would understand. Like, I have a couple questions I'm really interested in. Is like how do you build a sustainable brand, right? Because as a kid, it was incredibly obvious to me that Pokemon offered more value, and actually RuneScape as well. But there was stuff like Teletubbies and all these Pixar movies where I'm not gonna shit on the other stuff, but I like Pokemon a lot as a kid. Um, and I don't really understand burnout either. I don't know how burnout happens, but I have burnout before. I did not like burning out. To be honest, I actually burned out after I quit my job, right? After 8 months. It just felt like the worst. Like the 8 months wasn't bad, but it's just the sudden trauma that was that just made it like shit, and just got like depression, and it's just like I searched a few of the issues. I think it's quite bad for your mental health because your emotions will change a lot, right? And I don't really understand it that well. But it's like a change. I mean, you should not think about it. You should not dwell on it upon it, right? But these things do happen to people, and you just have to deal with it, right? You have to I don't think there's a simple way. I think it's just you have to be grateful or some shit. Gratitude is quite powerful. I think I think it is. Gratitude is focused on what you're thankful for and what you have, and you know I think that's really powerful. But I don't know, I think there's a lot of songs that are lyrically good and musically good and sound good in a year, but what they're saying is not necessarily true. It's not benefit. But the answer is I don't really know a lot of stuff. I don't know a lot of stuff, and yeah, so I don't really know a lot of stuff, so I'm not gonna lie and say I know everything because I don't. Um, but I'm interested in a lot of things, right? Right now, I'm really interested in brand because I know brand is powerful. I just don't really know how to build a brand, right? My guess is that you have to add sustained value over time, right? Because stuff like Nike, Adidas already here. And my understanding in brand is that brand helps you sell instead of being transactional, right? Not you don't have to. This is proper business stuff that I don't really understand. Um, I want to understand it because it is interesting. I've just not paid attention to human beings when they're buying stuff, right? Um, I probably should pay attention to it because there's value in observation, um, that I did not realize. Because humans are animals, so there's 7.6 billion people on Earth. Humans do have a certain sort of, if you think about it, everything from our phone to apps, they're all built specifically for humans as animals, not anything else, right? This wasn't built for monkeys, it wasn't built for birds, it was built for humans. And humans are basically the largest population of animal. Um, it's like thinking of yourself as an animal puts things into it puts things into perspective. I think it sounds odd, but it's true. We are animals. It's just that we can communicate. Humans can communicate. That's what makes us different. But when I look at a chimpanzee, it just looks it's very similar to human. If you search for a Google photo of a chimpanzee, it's very similar. So, but I don't really know what I think being happy is important, right? You have to enjoy your life. And people say success is actually being able to enjoy your life every day. Um I think that's important. That's why I always like stuff like RuneScape and Pokemon because it reminds me of my childhood when things were simpler, right? I think nostalgia is always when I posted a video of Astro Boy one day, and like tons of people had like nostalgia. I watched Astro Boy when I was 7 in China, and there was like animation of Astro Boy, but and there was Goku, and I'm starting to sound like a 7 year old now, but like basically I was a 7 year old at some point. I watched Digimon, Pokemon, Astro Boy, a bunch of other stuff, right? Like, and the ones that have lasted is Pokemon. Pokemon ended up lasting. Like Pokemon is essentially the strongest intellectual property brand above Disney, above pretty much everything else. And Pokemon has like it's just the amount of value brought me to me as a 10 year old. Like the value was in sort of entertainment, collecting. It was very smart execution. Um, See, like I think people, including me, don't realize the amount of work. I think it's just like very smart execution. Like like the amount of time they put into building those maps, and yeah, it's very interesting. Um, I don't really know how to explain it because I don't know how to build it, right? Um, yeah, like yeah. I mean, I could talk about this all day, but there was literally not much point in talking about it. But